Alrighty, so gonna go out and do a bit more of this and see what we got going on here. I'm very surprised at the amount of loot that I'm picking up, and it's because somebody else is leaving loot out here. So obviously that really helps, but nonetheless, I'm surprised at how much it is. So it looks like, you know, I wasn't out here yesterday, but the day before I was out here. And then today, and it looks like I've picked up between that day and today in just loot alone around 180 million. So it doesn't cover the cost of the ship or nothing, but still a pretty nice number. Here's what I couldn't pick up. The last one. Ship is so silent.
Warp drive active.
And there's no rats out here. There's somebody else out here that's been shooting stuff as well. And I do wish, you know, if these were anomalies, then I could throw out an MTU and then come back, you know, when it's collected everything. But this is an area that's a little more open to everybody. See, look at all this. And oh my God, look at the larges here. Oh, Jesus. This is like jackpot for getting loot. I don't even know, man. You know, it's like I'm just surprised that somebody keeps leaving all this stuff out here. Let's see, does every single thing out here has loot in it. There's no just wrecks with no loot. All right, I'll let them pull in a couple of things. So I find my interesting. I don't like doing, well, I like doing mining, but I don't at the same time, if you know what I mean. Mining to me requires many ships simultaneously. Get myself salvage fit and do it? What do you think I'm doing? I'm salvaging it right now. Well, I don't have my salvage drones out, but I was just waiting a minute for the, because I don't want them starting to salvage stuff that the MTU is trying to pull in. But, you know, the drone salvaging is great because it will, they'll just go on to the next target after they get one. I don't have to target everything up and fire my salvagers up and everything. It's a much easier path for salvage, in my opinion. Well, while salvaging this, we can play a loot song. Haven't published this one yet. This is not level 4 mission sites. It's asteroid belts.
Just cruising along, singing to myself under space cowboy song. When I saw that shiny wreck,
We're at 3.9 million in salvage that somebody left behind already. And there's a lot more to pull in.
Oh shoot, I shot the loot. That Concorde's on my trail like a hound in pursuit. Oh shoot, I shot the loot.
4.5 million. How do I know where to salvage? I don't have to know where. I just put my drones out and hit F and they start doing it. I mean, but it, like, how did I pick this area? Well, I was planning to shoot everything out here, but somebody else has been doing it. So now I'm just picking up the loot.
On my trail, like a
Oh, that's the last thing pulling in. Okay.
My ship's burning up, and I'm yelling, "This ain't fair!" That loot was sweet, like Granny's
5.5 million.
But I pulled that trigger. Now I'm wondering why. Concorde's coming. Blue as Caldera sky. Here I am, just watching my ship die.
Apparently there was something else here that I forgot to get. Okay. Oh, and look at that. Some... Right.
Kid was hauling down the system I'ma make. His freighter pack full ever took the same gate. But when he heard my tale, he just tipped his hat. Johnny boy, you mess up worse than a stray cat. Oh shoot, I shot the loot. Now Concorde's on my trail like a hound in pursuit. Oh shoot, I shot the loot. My ship's burning up, and I'm yelling, "This is shit!" I'm just a pod drifting in the night.
Does it make me suspect? No, not really.
How it took flight. Y'all, if you loot, keep your aim true, or you'll end up like me, singing the Space Cowboy Blues.
Where the shadows creep, spin master at the helm, drones ready to fly. In the heart of the haven, where the rats die.
I am surprised how quiet this system's been so far today. It's not normal. It's normally quite active with riffraff. Oh, so Tesla, you do go suspect when taking other people's loot in high sec. I'm in null. In null, there's no such thing as going suspect. That's why I'm not worried about it. Alright, I gotta go drop stuff off. I'm full again.
Spin my drone ship right round, drone ships.
How many skill points have I got on this tune?
In the chaos of
235 million?
never slowing down. Spin right round. Frigates fall to pieces. Cruisers break in two. Drones dance through the fire.
This is...
Storm they flew.
I have
Battleships crumbling.
I have one that has,
Fences
I think,
torn apart.
about 290 million.
Spin masters drones.
And I think my industry guy might be 250, 270. I'm not sure. I keep pumping cerebral accelerators into these guys.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Mavums just followed.
Evading every shot. In the spin I trust.
Problems? Thank you for the follow.
Now shattered. Turn to stardust.
There's another 6.7 million.
Spin my drone ship right round. Drone ships right round. In the chaos I'm the queen, never slowing down. Spin my drone ship right round. Master of the Ishtar, drones obey my call. In New Eden,
How's carrier ratting? Carrier ratting is very different now. They call it crabbing. And you place beacons out and the rats come to you. It's a very different process now. And people with carriers do that over going to a belt and stuff and ratting.
right round, drone ships right round. In the chaos I'm the queen, never slowing down. Spin my drone ship right round. In New Eden's night, where legends are crowned, spin my drone ship.
I'm not even gonna get close enough to get a shot off, potentially.
Right round.
Alrighty. Out here. There's a bit. And there's more larges, which is, you know, pretty good chance of making money. Goes low. I always feel like I don't have a lot of stuff too. And, you know, living in drone lands, everything has to be imported or manufactured there. And so, you know, in the end, I'll probably, you know, come out here and pick all this stuff up and transport it back up into there and sell some of it on the market. So, because there is a market for this type of loot. People are always trying to build cheap ships. So, it's always a thing. Wow. 7.1 million so far. So, hello? I just continually amazed at how much I'm picking up out here. And you could do it in a smaller ship than this. You know, a Praxis would be cheap and would have more stuff. Oh, Praxis might be able to use Minotaur guns as well, which would be the right damage type. Right, that's all of it. 8.2 million. I like it. I approve.
Warp drive active.
Welcome to the Dragons.
FX_stuff just followed.
Let's stand for fix your stuff. I like it. Look at this. More larges. I mean, I can't ask for easier loot. Maybe I could, you know, somebody just hand me a bunch of stuff. But, I mean, seriously. Look at that. Almost 1 million right off the bat. I'll wait to pull out salvage drones for a minute. Now the salvage isn't worth nearly as much as the loot, but still like getting it because that's how you build rigs. Yeah, I'm in the belts. And somebody out here keeps just shooting things and leaving the loot. They're not looting any of it. And it baffles me. I would at least loot the larges. But maybe they're just going, they might be looking for officers, and like I am, and just be going through shooting things, moving to the next one, shooting things, moving to the next one. I did see a marauder out here working these belts. $3.5 million currently. There's another large it's pulling in. Last one. Yeah, I've been hoping that that I get a I have been hoping that I get an officer spawn. And I think it's extremely likely that I'll die. But I'm going to try and fight it. That's my plan. All right, 4.1 million in loot. I like it. I'm not going to be able to carry it all. It's going to be too much. Right, we'll drop stuff off, and then let's see, I'm in, yep, this belt right here. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Made them harder. Well, I'm out in null, and I'm in a system that's -1. So that's just as low a security as you can absolutely go. And so maybe that equals better loot. I'm not 100% sure, but we tried some of this in drone lands, and drones don't drop loot. And the salvage was just okay. And the bounties were okay. We tried it in Garistas space, and that seemed to it was better than drones. But then coming out here into Angel territory, this has definitely been better. The best.
Docking request
And there
accepted.
are new officer spawns. So, and there was somebody killed by an officer in this system earlier today. All right, so another 12.3 million. I just feel like, wow.
Warp drive active.
And then I'm getting some bounties on top of it. The bounties haven't been really huge. I haven't come across a huge number of battleships today. And that might have to do with the other person out here in a Marauder that's jumping belt to belt. He's probably, maybe he's just shooting battleships and then moving on. I wonder how much you could make per hour doing that. Without looting. Because they can be anywhere from 500,000 to like 1.8, 1.9 million. Then they'd spawn on gates after downtime. Yeah, I don't know now. I mean, the one that killed somebody in here was before downtime. So. And it took out his Orca. And it was only a cruiser. It wasn't even a battleship.
Active.
And it destroyed his Orca. Do I have any Praxis bodies back there? I might. Alright, there's a battleship. And a bunch of loot. Oh, I'm getting webbed. Right, they'll probably take him out before I can get close enough to get some shots off on him. Yeah, most definitely. I didn't see what the bounty on that one was, but the higher the bounty, the better the loot, it seems. It's not 100%, but it's felt that way a little bit. I don't have any scientific proof of it. Do have a Praxis hull. Wonder if we could fit up a Praxis with Mimitar guns. Well, we could. Another 2.5 million. Still more stuff to pull in. I think it was about 1.5 million bounty. Well, it looks like I pulled it in already, so whatever loot it has, I already got. I'm at 2.5 million. I think I want to today see if I can build a Praxis that is projectile and can be cheap and effective at shooting the rats out here. Put like a micro jump on it, warp in at 100, snipe everything, micro jump forward, salvage and loot. Something like that. It'd be quite effective if I get the right damage, exact right damage type and everything. Might kill things too quick. Well, it's possible. I mean, that could be a... But if I warp in at 100 and shoot everything, and then micro jump, should be fine, unless more stuff spawns right on top of me, and I felt like I had to micro jump back out. Cruise missiles, yeah, I don't like the missiles, though. I'd rather do projectiles because they're a lot more instant. Cruise missiles, I will almost always waste a volley. Last piece of loot it's pulling in. All right, 2.7 million in loot on this one. That's been the lowest I've had today, and it's still not bad. 2.7 million, and then whatever salvage. Ray, are you still here? Was it you that's talking about your
Dragons have balls of steel.
Henry
Salon
Salon?
just subscribed. I'm out of my cast now.
I was just thinking that if you
Warp drive active.
talking about the market opening really slow for last week or so, clean up your item count. Might have something to do with it. And Resalon out of his cast now. All right. And 55 months as a sub. Thank you for that. What does that equal here? 2,200 gold to everybody here in your honor. And let's see here. So, if you have a large amount of items, like in Jita, if I have a large amount of items that are not stacked and stuff like that, sit in your box, which you can have like 2,000 of them or whatever. I have had before where that can cause lag. And so just stack your stuff. I was thinking about that because I keep dumping stuff into here. You don't have so much room though. You have a lot of stuff. Yeah, maybe some containers. See, containers can't be considered for market. Anything that's in just the item bay can be considered for market. If you put it into a container, it can't be considered for the market, and thus might be. You should try it. You know, wherever it is you have all this stuff at, get yourself some containers. $4.4 million in loot already. I just keep being astounded at this. All right, so Resalon. I also want to see what Dolly is going to think about your Twitch avatar today. You have a little container? Yeah, well, if you're in if most of your stuff's in Jita or whatnot, just buy a few station warehouse containers. You'll never run out of room. You can even put fitted ships in them. Oh, Resalon. Why does it keep thinking you're female? Yeah. Please make him male. Mm-hmm. Wow, you are way too pretty. Needs No armor on and lots of muscles. There you go, buddy. Free salon. You're hot looking now. You're like Fabio with a bow and pointy ears. There you go. All right. I will put that up into Discord if you want it. I like it. Oh my. Yeah. That's a little too dreamy there. That could be on like a that could be like, this is a fantasy, a medieval fantasy romance novel. There you go. There's the cover for your book. Raiden, you missed yours. You know, so I would say that, you know, it's up in that channel, but you have to look at each one in a browser to see what its name is to know whether or not it was yours. Yeah. So and I did it right whenever your sub was announced, or right close to it. If you remember what time of day that was, you could look back. But it would have your name in the image name. You missed when your avatar was done, but you saw yours yesterday. Okay, I guess that I don't know what you mean by you missed when your avatar was done, because if you saw it, those little bastards salvaged it before it got there. Now MT will have to pull it in again. 12.4 million. Oh. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And you look, exclamation point Discord, live show chat is where the 14.2 million, sorry, squirrel, yeah, exclamation point Discord, follow link, that'll get you into our Discord, and then the live shows, live show chat, that's where I post them. Oh my goodness, 14.3 million. Hot damn, I'm not gonna be able to pick it all up. That's like all my cargo space.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Gabriel Rio 2 just followed.
Gabriel, thank you for the follow. Welcome. All right, I think he's taking off. I don't want to just leave the box sitting here. But this is the guy that I think is taking all of my or that's killing everything. All right, I'm definitely gonna have to come back down here to pick up more. It's gonna take 2 trips. Yeah, there's a lot of shit left in there. All right. So.
Warp drive active.
Probably can't buy any containers out here. I'll see if there's any on a market out here. It's probably not. And they would need to be at this station to be of big enough size to be of use.
Docking request accepted.
There's 8 million dumped in. I don't know if I have enough room for everything. Okay, I'll drop off my MTU in there for a minute. I'll come back and get it. I didn't want to leave my MTU out there too because it's not. It's kind of rude to leave it out there if anybody else is shooting rats.
Warp drive active.
Found it? All right, cool. It's all yours. Just open in browser and save it. Whatever. I would have been able to pick up everything with my MTU in here, but would have been close.
Warp drive active.
No, I haven't seen any officers, but according to killboards, an orca was killed in here this morning by an officer.
Docking request accepted.
All these drones can be repackaged. Some have to be repaired. Oh yeah, I should repair them, you know, because this is, you know, stuff that I had, you know, I picked up after I got killed. Some of it. Wish you could show like an order of what's repackaged and what's not, or what needs repair. That'd be a very nice feature. Just trying to get stuff as stacked as possible, you know? $139 million in there. Now there's some other stuff in there, so let's just say there's 100 million worth of other stuff in there. It's like 239 million. I was at 180 earlier. The math is adding up pretty nicely on this. It really is. Death clone back over, because we're going to build a different ship. I mean, this one's working great, but we're going to put together something different. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, see you in the next episode.